5 years in marketing and zero experience in starting a business. And yet, here I am. If you are one of those entrepreneurs or just someone who wants to venture on your own but don't know how and scared that you're going to feel overwhelmed or you're not capable enough of doing these things because you just don't know what to do, this video might save you months of trial or effort. These are the 3 things or 3 steps that I did that helps me not to feel overwhelmed, or at least help me to lessen the stress or the load of starting a business, especially if you are transitioning from someone who is working a 9 to 5 job to someone who go full time. It's either you're freelancing or you're like offering your own service, doing it on your own. So these are the 3 steps that I did in order for me to help transition from that. So these 3 things is: first, knowing your offer; second, the market research; and the third one is building a system. So let's go to the first one first. Maybe some of you are like me. When I started to think about I want to make my own offer or do my own business, I don't really actually know what type of offer or what type of service I'm going to offer to people. That struggles is real because it took me a little while for me to figure that out. But then one time I heard Sara Blakely, the founder of Spanx and Snicks, said these 3 things. I followed Sara Blakely by asking these 3 questions that change everything. The first is, what do I enjoy doing? That even if no one is watching, that even if I work or do it multiple times and for long hours without getting paid, I would still do it. So that's the first one. 2 is, what am I actually good at? Based on what my friends says or what my family says, something that they notice about the skills or talents that is I feel like it's so easy for me to do or to execute, then that is something that I'm really good at. Third question is, what is the problem that I want to solve? If there is one problem that I feel like I can find a solution or I already solved the problem, then someone out there might need the same solution because someone out there struggle with the same problem. Therefore, that will be a great offer. If you have an answer to any of these 3 questions, then you are in a good ground, or that will help you a lot to know easier or find faster what can be your offer is. So for me, I realized that I love content creation and strategy, though I did not do it for myself because I work for someone else. But over time, I realized that I want to venture on my own, and this is something that I really want to do for myself. So I enjoy the process. I listed 3 offers based on my best skills. Not 1, not 2, but 3. So that I know if one is not going to fit to any market research that I'm going to talk about later, then I have 2 extras. Or the other thing is, if I have 3, at least I have 1 main offer and 2 things that I can add to that that people might benefit from. So yeah, so I recommend that you do the same thing. It gives you the clarity and the flexibility. Okay, step number 2 is market research. So I thought that because every business needs marketing, then I can serve everyone. But that's not true, because serving everyone means serving no one. So many people who wants to venture or who wants to start their own business, this is one of the things that they are stuck. That once they figure out what kind of offer, what kind of service they want to offer, or what product they want to sell, they think that everybody would love it, that everyone will be their customer. But no, because it's not. you just have to accept that not everyone will like our product or our service. But then it doesn't mean that we're gonna have to limit ourselves. But the thing is, we just have to serve one target niche first, meaning identify who needed it the most and target them first. The best advice that I would say is to make sure that when you have a product or your offer, make sure that your target client or target buyer are easy to find, because money loves speed. So you don't want to waste so much time and effort finding them. So make sure that you can reach out to them fast. Are they on Facebook? Are they on Instagram? Are they on LinkedIn? Are they on TikTok? Make sure that you can easily find or contact your ideal customer and clients. But target a certain group of individuals first. I'm not saying that you have to limit your audience or stuff, but if you focus on a targeted niche like a certain age or a certain, depending on who you think that needed it the most, when you focus on that, then you will be able to refine your offer and refine your messaging and refine your system of reaching out to them. Give it at least 100 days or so to experiment with all these things. You cannot just like try 1 week of targeting these people and you send them message 1 week and you don't see result and you give up. No, give it at least 100 days and try everything that you could to do an outreach or to reach these people and show them your product. You can even try to ask to give people or ask a survey to people, like let's say 100 people. You ask them, is this something that you're gonna buy, or is this something that will benefit you, or something like that, to see if your offer is actually have a market. But yeah, so the most important to remember is make sure that they are accessible and they're easy to find and you can easily reach out to them. And again, just because you think your product is good, and I'm sure it is, it doesn't mean that it is for everyone. Serving everyone is serving no one. So focus on a certain group first before you use, and wait until you see results. And if it's good, then you can expand and expand. Then by the time you are able to improve your strategies. Okay, last step. Step number 3 is building your system. So once you find your market research, don't just jump in and reach out to them. Don't just like talk to them and tell them your product. Yes, you can test and you can ask people. You can do your survey and ask them, is this something that you think you're gonna use, or something, or service that you think you may want to try? But I suggest to build a system first when you are on the actual process of selling your product. And if you think that you're ready, you want to let people know about your product, you're ready to sell, you're ready to offer your service, I think you're ready. But if you don't have a system, then it's going to be a lot harder, because without having a system, then that means you're going to have to do things manually. When I say system, meaning when you reach out to them, is there a way for you to get their contact information that is smoothly, like you can add them to your email list or to your pool, so that maybe they're not interested now, but later they might be interested to it. So you're not just wasting your time reaching out to this person who show interest but they're not ready to buy it. Then you can add them to your pool, to your email list, so for later when they're ready, then they will be your buying customer, right? That will be a sales. So this is just one side of a system, and that's like getting your leads. That's the lead system. And then what about the other stuff? What about if you post something? Is there anything there that they need to click? Is there a link that will direct them to your page so that they will see your offer and what's inside, and how are they gonna know what the product is all about? You say that in that landing page or to that page, and then you direct them into your cart when they're ready to buy. These are few example of system that we recommend that you need to build first before you actually do your outreach. I feel like, I mean, some people might not realize it because they're too excited. Like, I have a product now. Okay, let's sell. Let's talk to people. Let's tell them that we are offering this service. Oh, I think the best example for this for realtors is this. A lot of real estate agents and realtors, since their company offer a website, so they don't actually take the time to build a website for themselves. And what ended up happening is like the website that they use for their business is just too general. There is no way for potential buyer or seller to 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 get their names, to get their contact number, to for them to actually have a booking system so that these people who visit the website, they can actually talk to them. So oftentimes I see all these realtors and real estate agents who use the general website for their company, who is built to just give people direct access to, if they needed what do you call, a valuation to their home or a listing information. Sure, they can get their emails and in there, but like, how can you be more personal? Like, how can you be more direct to them, that not just like getting their emails and then download the link or the PDF, but like, how can you get their name so that you can send them a personalized email, and eventually that can lead to a booking. So these are like effort that should be optimized, that should work for you, and yet it didn't, because you didn't take the time to build your system first. So I hope that you get that. So yeah, for me, it's very important that you build your system first before you do your step 4, step 5, or doing your outreach or creating your content. All right, so those are the 3 steps that I did that helps me not to feel overwhelmed during my transition as someone who worked for a 9-to-5 job to someone who worked more than 9 to 5 to my own venture or business. So again, if you are starting from scratch, remember, number 1, know what you actually want to do. This is your offer, this is your service. Number 2, focus on the niche. Don't be too wide on your target niche. Choose a specific group of people and make sure that they are easy to find and easy to reach. And number 3, build your back-end system first, because this is going to be the journey of the people that you talk to. This is going to be the journey of your potential customer. So, yeah. If this helped, hit like, comment for your business ideas, and subscribe. I've got more coming.